Hey Virgo, welcome back. So Virgo, this is going to be your mid-June you versus them reading. I'm going to go back and forth between you and the person you might be dealing with over these next few weeks. Keep in mind it is a general reading, so it can be interchangeable, and it can also be for an intimate person, yes, and most of you it will be, but it can be a platonic person in your life as well, so keep that in mind. The overall shared energy between you and whoever this is that you're connecting with, Virgo, is Scorpio energy. It could literally be a Scorpio. You could have that in your birth chart, and or it's just simply the shared energy or karma within the connection, okay? And so this is talking about transformations and changes, and it's a very intense energy, all right? It could be a very deep and a very emotional energy, but it can also be compulsive. It could be obsessive. It could be destructive. So those are things you're going to want to watch for, either in yourself or with whoever you're dealing with, okay? So let's see what your overall supporting energy is, Virgo. You have the King of Swords here, which is all about making some really important decisions in your life, okay, Virgo? So needing to think about what changes that you want to make in your life, and this is coming from a place of logic. So I feel like in order for you to make the right decision, you kind of have to take the emotion out of it, so to speak, or that's what you feel you need to do during this time frame. That may be really difficult over these next few weeks with this very watery energy as the influence, very emotional energy as the influence, but we'll see. So person you're connecting with is the Hermit, which is your energy, interestingly enough, and the Two of Pentacles. So I feel like this is whoever you're connecting with, they're doing a lot of reflection, and they're juggling a lot in their minds as to where their emotions really lie, and of two minds about the situation or the connection at this time, okay? I think this person is trying to see both sides of the coin, so to speak. And or they may be having trouble doing that, but I feel like even if they are having trouble doing that, Virgo, they're going into this energy of being more enlightened, more understanding. So I think that they are seeking the answers or the truth behind the connection, okay? So let's go further into it. We're going to go into recent past energy, so what events have led up to this moment for you, Virgo, and then we're going to go into perceptions of each other, and then genuine feelings underneath the perception, blockages, and future energy. So let's go ahead and see what we have for you. Hold on one second. Okay, sorry about that. All right, so like I said, recent past for Virgo, recent past for Virgo. So you have the King of Cups here showing up. That was that emotional energy that I was talking about, okay? And I see that in the recent past, all right, so that makes sense. And then the Hierophant, and then the Five of Swords. So I feel like, Virgo, there's some sort of feeling like you can't win here, you know, when it comes to your emotional well-being. You may be your own worst enemy, so to speak, or you may be connecting with someone who's like that. But I feel like there's really been a struggle here with either a commitment in particular, this connection in particular, or staying committed to what makes you feel well when it comes to your emotional well-being, okay? Because this is like kind of a nasty energy here, Virgo, coming into this moment, and it's just like, it's like trying to take the higher road, but the higher road wasn't working, or letting your emotions overwhelm you to the point where you end up going, you know, way backwards, or you just feel this internal struggle at a lesser degree, you know, where you feel like it's kind of like a lose-lose situation, you know, and this can be like a defeatist type of energy that I'm feeling here. And like I said, for a lot of you, that's going to be your energy, but it certainly could be the person you're connecting with that has been feeling that way, or it could be both, because often we share our energies and we share our emotions with each other when we're truly connected. So It's a very intense energy. And it might have taken you really out of your wheelhouse, Virgo, to be sucked into the depth of your emotion like that. You know, you're a very emotional sign, I think, but you're also very practical in nature. So you don't usually get too caught up. You know, it's not like you don't have emotion, but you don't get generally overly sensitive about it the way some of the other zodiac signs would, because you tend to deal with emotions in what you consider to be a practical way. And that's just a Virgo trait. That might be a little bit different if you have a strong water, moon, or rising, but regardless, this person's cards came shooting out with no problem. Their past energy leading into this is, you know, that all about, it's like progression towards what they want, but then there's something blocking that progression here for them. And it could be their own addictions. It could be their own codependencies, or negative ways of viewing the situation, or it could be that they feel that you have those issues, because again, it can be interchangeable. But either way, you know, they have the devil right in the middle of all of this great progress here. Okay, so it's like gaining enlightenment and then just hit, you know, going full speed forward and then just hitting a wall, you know. And I feel like that's what this person felt like happened to them in the past energy in the moments leading up to this. And then the 10 of Cups, this person knows what emotionally fulfills them. They know absolutely what they want. They were making progress towards that, and then this energy kind of blocked that temporarily, okay, because this person is still seeking for their 10 of Cups, but now they're of two minds, okay, for whatever reason, as to what that is for them. So let's see what your perceptions are of this connection, Virgo. Now, keep in mind, perception is surface level, okay, but it's, you know, perception is reality. So let's see what that is in this moment. Give me a snapshot of what your perception is of this connection at this time. You got a card fly out. Page of Pentacles. Two of Wands. Okay. And then we have the World here. So Virgo, I feel like you view this, you kind of have two minds about the situation, okay? Seriously, I think that might go both ways. Because look at this energy in particular. Their backs are to each other. So I do feel like when it comes to the practical, Virgo, about where your future is headed, there's someone in the situation that's of two minds about that, or in contradiction with where you see your trajectory or your life going, okay? So it's like not seeing the same potentials for the future, like what you envision, you know, for your future may be different than what this person thinks that it is going, okay? Or, yeah, there's differing perspectives here. I don't know how else to say it. I'm getting like a million words, so I'll come back to it. But there's differing perspectives here. There is, you feel like this connection could be successful and that it has that potential, but you're just not really sure if you want to invest there right now, or if you have the ability to, okay? Because you kind of are seeing a different vision for yourself, okay? Or you're having trouble seeing how to connect the dots to get from A to C. You know, where's the B? Where's the middle point? The planning point, you know? It's like, I have a vision, but you haven't turned around to see it just yet. And some of you may not at all. But it's just, yeah. Whew, I just felt a wave of nausea. And I feel great today. Woke up great. My health has been great. So, let's see what that's about. It might make you feel like you may have physical symptoms that result from trying to decide about this connection, or like when you think about this connection. So all right. How does this person view, what is their perception of the connection? And here we have the Three of Pentacles, Judgment. Okay. And the Four of Cups here. So this person's perception, Virgo, is that they also see the potential. Now, they know that there is this cooperative component to the relationship. There is things that you have in common that they feel can be built from. There are opportunities to cultivate this connection. That's how this person views it. At the same time, they are also trying to release any judgment they're having from the connection from you. There's a sense of this person, you know, feeling like they need to emotionally detach themselves, or they want to emotionally detach themselves and release this connection for some of you, or they feel you do. But I just feel like this person is having a really difficult time releasing issues from the past. I don't think this person is sure if they want this anymore, or they may feel that way about you. But I think they're having a hard time either way, finding the good, you know, and tapping into what to be grateful for. Because they're highly focused on what they lost or what they would have to give up, rather than what good could come from that. And they really need to take a look at that, all right? So that's perception. That's surface level, believe it or not. So let's go deeper. Let's go deeper. At the core, underneath the surface, underneath the ego, what do you genuinely want? All right, so you have the Death card in the reverse, the King of Pentacles, and the Hanged Man. Well, okay. So at the core of what you want is, you don't want things to change. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, yes, I do. I absolutely want change. I want change. I'm ready for change. I'm ready to make that decision. But you're really not. And that doesn't mean you never will be. And you could leave this reading and change your mind the moment that you stop the video, you know. But I'm saying at the core, there's still some resilience to change. There's some resilience to things changing in your life. Because I think that Virgo, you also might be a creature of habit, so to speak, and you like the routine. You like to feel grounded and practical, but you're starting to see things from a different angle, and you want to wait and see. I don't think you really want to make any major changes or movements right now, because you're in this like wait and see approach, even though you know you need to make some decisions. But I think you're waiting also for the emotions to kind of calm down for a minute within you or within this person, so that you can make a logical, practical decision. Because I feel like whatever decision you do make, when you decide to make it, will be incredibly transformative, and you know that. And so I think that right now it's just like you're just not ready. Not yet. So let's see what this person genuinely wants. What's at the core? What's at their intentions? What's underneath the surface? Where are they headed? Five of Pentacles. How do they genuinely feel towards the connection? And then the Strength card and the Sun card. This person genuinely does not want to feel like this. So Virgo, whoever you're connecting with, it's like they want to be alone, but then they hate being alone. But at the same time, they're tired of feeling alone, even when they're not alone. If that makes sense. This person wants to feel successful. They want to feel confident. They want to feel strong. They want to feel beautiful. They want to be connected. They want to be happy. That makes sense. Does it not? I feel like this person genuinely wants a connection that makes them feel empowered. And if this connection does the opposite of that and it makes them feel disempowered, excuse my dogs, I can't help it, then they want to successfully overcome that. They either want to overcome that feeling or complete out the relationship so that they can feel what they genuinely intend for, which is self-sufficiency and confidence and happiness. So a couple of different ways I can read that. So what are the blockages then? What are the blockages for Virgo? You have the Ace of Pentacles here. Okay, so that's that issue again I had with commitments that I saw in the past energy. This could be blocking you, you know, being non-committal, not being able to commit to things that you said that you would do or say, or this person hasn't done that for you. Could be vice versa. Let's see what this person's blockage is. Lack of progression, lack of movement. Well, this person's not moving forward, Virgo, because they don't really know how to go about it, and or they're of two minds about it still, okay? Because I think that they thought that they were making progression in the past, and then they hit that wall that I spoke about. And so that kind of throws everything up into the air, right? Because it's like this person thought, okay, I'm doing this right, I'm manifesting, things are moving forward in my life or with the connection. And then that wall came in, they hit that wall, and it really threw off what they thought to be true for themselves and where the direction they thought they were going. But I feel like this person is desperately wanting to reconnect with their happiness, okay, but they're not moving forward just yet. So let's see, most likely future energies. All the future energies can be changed with free will, so keep that in mind. You're in the driver's seat. I'm just giving you a snapshot of what I see at this moment, okay? So, Virgo, most likely future energy is the Tower, the Two of Cups, the Eight of Pentacles, and the Three of Wands. Woo! I'm gonna have to see what this tower is about. So there's major changes here. You may be resisting the changes, Virgo, but the changes are coming regardless, and I'm not saying that in a way to like create fear. It's needed change. It's change that you've had trouble doing on your own. And so now the pressure is building, so to speak, where it's like, okay, divine intervention is going to come through, and that comes through in a lot of different ways and creates change that's outside of your control. And I do feel that's what's happening, and it's in regards to This connection, absolutely, or a soulmate connection. And the change is rededication to your path. So like I said, I don't see this as negative. I think this tower moment, whatever this is, this explosion, this unexpected, this something that's being brought to you, you know, from the universe, is putting you back on the path that you know to be true for you. And you'd been looking at that path. Now, you weren't really sure if you were going to take action, and I see in the current energy, you're still a little unmotivated to make that change, but come towards the end of June and early July, you will be back on a path that you had dedicated yourself to, that you may have agreed to also before you even came to this earth, right? Because we agree to certain experiences and certain connections before we even are born. That's called your spiritual path. So I feel like, you know, don't resist the change here, because it's nothing to be fearful of. It's something to be revered, so, you know. So let's see what this person's future energy is. The Queen of Cups. The Nine of Pentacles. The Page of Swords. Man, this person's reading, their cards have just been super cooperative. I'm super appreciative of that. So this person is going towards healing themselves emotionally and a more self-sufficient way of living or way of being, all right? They're trying to be open to new ideas of living, new ideas that they may have shut off in the past, because like I said, something really slapped this person in the face in the past, something that they thought had momentum, that they manifested in a positive way, and they hit this roadblock, and it caused them to stop and think about a different way to go about things, and it opened this person up to a lot of things, the truth of the matter, new ideas, and I see that they maybe aren't quite there yet, but I see in June towards July that energy will open up. This person is interested in learning more about themselves and how they cope with things emotionally. So there is some changes going on over here. I think that this person is wanting to be more independent, all right? So, just Page of Swords. Yeah, they're gaining some sort of enlightenment here, and they're also, not only are they opening themselves up to new ideas, but they're opening up themselves to different ways to release things that don't serve them. If this connection doesn't serve them, that may be what they're releasing. And or it could just be other areas or other things in their life that, you know, have been a roadblock for them. All right. But again, this person has definitely the ability to hide what they're feeling. So it's like they're gaining some sort of enlightenment, but they're also not really being truthful with themselves or you. They're not 100% completely truthful or convinced of what they feel or what they know. And so therefore they're not being that way with you, and or they're not being truthful with themselves. It could be that they don't want to see some sort of truth here. But like I said, I see that you're getting back on your path here after, like I said, the unexpected. You know, things build up for a reason, things blow up for a reason, and it's always for our highest good, so that we can make the changes necessary, so we can gain the insight we didn't have before. And so, yes, Virgo, I'm going to leave it there. Let me know how it resonated for you. Zodiac signs you could be dealing with. Don't get too caught up on this because it is a general reading. But I have Leo here. I have Pisces, Capricorn, Virgo. Could be dealing with another Virgo. I have a lot of Scorpio. I have Scorpio out 3 times. Cancer. All right. Aries, Sagittarius, Aquarius, Taurus. Those are the predominant zodiac signs I see, but keep in mind Libra, Gemini as well. It can be any zodiac sign because it's a general reading, but if it resonated, then great. Give me a like, share, and subscribe. Also, you can check me out on Facebook and Instagram, all linked down in the description box below, so check them out. And my merchandise is linked below as well if you'd like to take a look around in my shop. Wishing you the very best till next time. Virgo, namaste. Bye.